Operation Nimrod, 1980. In the early hours of April 30th, 1980, 6 armed men stormed the Iranian Embassy in London. They took 26 hostages, demanding the release of prisoners in Iran and safe passage out of the UK. For 6 tense days, the world watched as negotiators tried to resolve the crisis peacefully. The political context. The late 1970s and early 1980s were marked by global unrest, with rising tensions in the Middle East. The Iranian Revolution had recently ousted the Shah, leading to political upheaval and increased tensions between Iran and Western nations. The hostage takers, members of the Democratic Revolutionary Front for the Liberation of Arabistan, DRFLA, sought to bring attention to the plight of Arab minorities in Iran. The British government faced immense pressure to handle the situation without jeopardizing the lives of the hostages. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher's administration was committed to showing strength against terrorism while maintaining diplomatic ties with Iran. Meanwhile, international media outlets closely monitored the crisis, adding pressure on the UK government to act swiftly and decisively. The negotiation phase. The Metropolitan Police's negotiators worked tirelessly, attempting to establish rapport and buy time. The terrorists issued a series of demands, including the release of prisoners and safe passage out of the UK. However, the situation grew increasingly volatile. The captors became agitated, and tensions inside the embassy escalated. British intelligence operatives monitored the situation closely. They analyzed the behavior of the hostage takers and gathered intelligence from the hostages who were released early. Meanwhile, the Elite Special Air Service, SAS, prepared for the possibility of a tactical intervention. Inside the embassy, hostages endured psychological torment and physical hardship. The captors separated them into different rooms and frequently threatened execution to pressure the British government into complying with their demands. The psychological strain on the hostages intensified as the days dragged on. The SAS preparation. The SAS, renowned for their expertise in counter-terrorism, began devising a detailed plan. They constructed a replica of the embassy to rehearse their assault tactics and practiced for every possible scenario. The operation was codenamed Nimrod, symbolizing the legendary hunter from ancient mythology. The SAS studied the building's layout, identified weak points, and coordinated their breaching strategy. They equipped themselves with stun grenades, gas masks, and advanced breaching equipment to maximize speed and surprise. Each team member was assigned a specific role, from breaching doors to neutralizing threats and rescuing hostages. The assault. On May 5th, 1980, when the terrorists killed a hostage and threw his body out of the embassy, the British government authorized a military response. Under the cover of darkness, the SAS operatives approached the embassy. Using explosive charges, they breached the windows and doors simultaneously. The team divided into units to clear each floor, eliminating 5 of the 6 terrorists and rescuing 19 hostages. 1 terrorist was captured alive and later faced trial. The entire operation lasted only 17 minutes, showcasing the SAS' unparalleled efficiency and precision. The live broadcast of the assault captivated millions worldwide and demonstrated the effectiveness of British Special Forces. The aftermath. The entire operation was broadcast live on television, captivating audiences worldwide and showcasing the skill and precision of the SAS. The swift and decisive action marked a turning point in counterterrorism tactics and solidified the SAS reputation as one of the world's premier special forces units. The British government's refusal to negotiate with terrorists sent a powerful message to extremist groups worldwide. The operation also boosted national morale and strengthened public confidence in the country's security forces. Internationally, the SAS performance set a new standard for handling hostage situations. Global impact. The success of Operation Nimrod prompted improvements in British security protocols and influenced counterterrorism strategies globally. Law enforcement agencies around the world studied the SAS tactics, and many special forces units adopted similar strategies for handling hostage situations. Countries facing terrorist threats sought training from the SAS, leading to international collaborations in counterterrorism operations. The incident also paved the way for advancements in surveillance technology, intelligence gathering, and crisis negotiation techniques. The human impact. The psychological toll on the hostages was profound, with many recounting their terror and the relief they felt upon being rescued. Some hostages later praised the SAS for their bravery and professionalism, while others needed counseling to recover from the traumatic experience. For the families of the victims, the operation brought both closure and sorrow. The death of the hostage killed before the assault served as a stark reminder of the stakes involved in such high-risk situations. Survivors and their families became vocal advocates for improved security measures and mental health support for victims of terrorism. Legacy in popular culture. In popular culture, Operation Nimrod has been immortalized in documentaries, films, and books, further solidifying the SAS legendary status. The black-clad operatives rappelling down the building and storming through windows became an iconic image of counterterrorism excellence. The operation inspired numerous military training programs and influenced the portrayal of special forces in action movies and video games. It also cemented the SAS global reputation as an elite unit capable of handling the most complex and dangerous missions. Conclusion: Operation Nimrod not only saved lives, but also set a precedent for future hostage rescue missions. The legacy of that daring raid continues to inspire and inform military and law enforcement units around the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Operation Nimrod, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more gripping historical content.